The envelope arrived before she did, cream-colored, official, heavy with consequence. I held it in my hands while the house breathed around me, appliances humming, dust floating through evening light. The return address alone was enough to tighten something behind my eyes. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. I already knew what it was. Her keys turned in the lock. I slipped the envelope onto the table, face down, like a loaded weapon placed gently within reach. When she walked in, she was smiling, relaxed, the smile of someone who believed the world had finally bent in her favor. She talked while kicking off her shoes, about algorithms, about engagement, about how free she felt now. I watched her mouth move. I counted her breaths. Then she saw the envelope. The color drained first. The smile followed. She didn't touch it, didn't ask. That's when I knew the timing was perfect. She had told me weeks earlier, sitting across from me at the kitchen table, that she'd quit her job. "I make more doing this," she said, tapping her phone. "It's passive. You should be supportive." Passive. The word stuck to me like something unclean. I said what she wanted to hear. I smiled. I nodded. I told her it was great news. Inside, something recalibrated. A quiet shift, like a lock clicking into place. It wasn't the photos. It was the secrecy wrapped in empowerment language. The way she spoke about independence while hiding accounts. The sudden cash. The late nights managing content. The way her phone never left her hand even when she slept. I didn't accuse. I observed. I noticed how she flinched when her parents called, how she muted the TV when religious programming came on, as if the sound itself might judge her. I noticed the absence of tax forms, the confidence that comes from believing digital money isn't real money. She wasn't cheating on me with a person, she was cheating with a version of herself that didn't need me and expected me to applaud. I became patient. Patience is easy when anger is cold. I learned her routines, when she posted, when she cashed out, when she panicked over metrics like they were vital signs. I watched the numbers climb while responsibility vanished. At night, she slept soundly. I didn't. I researched quietly, not how to hurt her, how to understand the system she thought she'd outsmarted. Rules, reporting thresholds, consequences written in plain language for anyone willing to read. I never raised my voice. I never checked her phone. I didn't need to. The truth has a way of surfacing when you stop trying to force it. The files accumulated. Screenshots, statements, a clean timeline. I rehearsed nothing. I waited. Because revenge isn't loud, it's precise. The audit notice was the first sound of the trap closing. She finally picked up the envelope with shaking hands, opened it, read it twice. "This has to be a mistake," she said. Her voice cracked in unfamiliar places. I leaned back, calm. "Is it?" She looked at me then, really looked, as if seeing a stranger seated in my place. I didn't explain. I didn't need to. The truth was doing its own work, connecting dots, replaying conversations, rewriting memories she thought were safe. Her phone buzzed. Her parents. She didn't answer. The room felt smaller, airless, honest. I told her I had shared concerns with people who valued transparency. I told her I believed in accountability, in faith, in consequences. I watched comprehension settle in, slow, devastating. "You ruined me," she whispered. I shook my head. "No, I stopped lying for you." There was no yelling, no dramatic collapse, just the quiet horror of realizing the mask had failed in every direction at once. Power doesn't shout, it waits. She moved out a week later. The house exhaled. I threw away nothing of hers. I kept nothing either. Objects don't carry weight, truth does. And mine felt light for the first time in months. I don't feel guilty. Guilt requires doubt. What I feel is clarity. She wanted support without honesty, freedom without responsibility, applause without accountability. I gave her reality instead. And when I think back to her face at the table, staring at that envelope like it was written in judgment rather